Hello, I'm Dr. Emma Hitt-Nichols, and this is my weekly AMA Manual of Style Guide tip that I hope will be useful to medical writers and also our clients at Nascent Medical. Please share with your colleagues if you find it useful. Today is p-value pointers. I'll be talking about p-values and how to express them according to the AMA Manual of Style. Many of you probably already know what a p-value is, but I'll first briefly define what it is. When you are comparing a treatment with a placebo, for example, you'll have a null hypothesis which states that the treatment is no better than placebo. This is in contrast to the alternative hypothesis which states that the treatment is better than placebo. All right, so we have that to start off with. And a low p-value, which is generally defined as p is less than 0.05, suggests that your sample provides enough evidence that you can reject the null hypothesis for the entire population. Now, it does not measure support for the alternative hypothesis, but it is saying that your result, if your p-value is less than 0.05, would be very unlikely if the treatment were in reality no better than placebo. You could also say that if p is less than 0.05, that the probability that you would get your result by chance alone is less than 5%. Now, this is not by any means a complete explanation of p-values. There's a lot to it, and of course, if you're interested in learning more, then do check out your favorite statistics textbook. Now, when it comes to expressing and styling p-values, we as medical writers have to do that all day long, and so here are a couple of pointers that will help you align the formatting according to the AMA Manual of Style. We'll mainly be referring to sections 20.8.2 and 20.9. So first of all, p-values should be expressed to 2 digits to the right of the decimal point, regardless of whether the p-value is significant, unless its p is less than 0.01, in which case the p-value should be expressed to 3 digits to the right of the decimal. So, for example, if p is less than 0.0085, you would write that as p is less than 0.0085, not as p is less than 0.01. The smallest p-value that you should express is p is less than 0.001, since additional zeros do not convey useful information. So if you have a p-value of less than that, you would still express it as p is less than 0.001. Now, an update was made to the guide in 2011, and it says, although our style manual recommends that expressing p to more than 3 significant digits does not add useful information to p is less than 0.001, in certain types of studies, particularly genome-wide association studies and others in which there are adjustments for multiple comparisons, such as Bonferroni correction, and the definition of level of significance is substantially less than p is less than 0.05, it may be important to express p-values to more significant digits. So in that situation, you would just defer to what the author has written and maybe leave a comment, but don't change it. All right, then you want to watch out for trends also. When you have a p-value that just misses statistical significance, for example, p equals 0.06, you need to watch out for language from yourself or others describing the findings as trending towards significance, having a trend towards significance, approaching significance, being borderline significant, or nearly significant. None of these terms is correct. Results do not trend towards significance. They either are or they are not statistically significant. So based on the pre-specified study assumptions, the term trend should only be used when reporting the results of statistical tests for trend. Other uses of trend or approaching significance should be removed and replaced with a simple statement of the findings and the phrase not statistically significant, which will break the heart of the researcher, but it is what it is. P-values should not be listed as not significant. All right, so that's a double negative there, but stay with me. You should include a value for not significant, because for a meta-analysis, the actual values are important, and not providing exact p-values is, according to the AMA Manual of Style, a form of incomplete reporting. Not good. And then finally, you want to format the p-value as per AMA style. That would be that the 0 before the decimal point is omitted, and then there's a space either side of the less than or equals to sign, and then the p is capitalized and italicized. And I realize I've been throwing out a lot of 001s and all this, that, and the other. So you might want to check the blog post, which is available at Nascent MC, to check this out in writing. I've got a kind of a transcript of what I've talked about. All right, if you need medical writing assistance, please go to nascentmc.com and we can help you out. And if you are interested in medical writing as a career choice, then please go to 6weekcourse.com, numeral 6weekcourse.com. I've got all kinds of free content that you can sign up for there if you're interested. All right, thanks so much, and I will be back soon with another tip from the AMA Manual of Style.